This is going to be a video about my top 5 PS4 games. So a top 5, like I was going to do top 10, but because my camera has been kind of glitching, so my camera, I don't know what's going on with it. Sometimes my camera won't record past 5 minutes. So for the sake of this video, it's only going to be top 5, right? So I'm going to try and keep it under 6 minutes, 5 minutes, right? So like, share, subscribe. And like I always go from 5 down to 1, or whether it be a 10 down to 1, etc. So I start from 5, and again, this is a PS4 ranking. So top 5, and this is the 2023 updated ranking. I did one, I think a year ago or 2 years ago for the PS4. So yeah, here we go. Number 5 is going to be NieR Automata. NieR Automata, which is kind of a tongue twister for me to say. So, this game was really fun. Really fun from the fighting style, overall to the replayability. So, once you finish the campaign the first time, you can replay it again through a different perspectives, right? So, and there's a part A, there's a part L, and there's another part to the campaign. So, there's like 3 different perspectives, I believe there is, right? And it's very fun. Like the fighting, the combat is very fun. The upgrades, tons of upgrades like in the game, right? The open world, as well, like, is very fun. Questing, side questing, and the soundtrack, complements the gameplay so well. The soundtrack is beautiful, and the music, like in the game, is just beautiful. The orchestra, right, and it's just the melody of it is so calming. It is very calming effect to the game, right? So yeah, NieR Automata, and it's one of the few anime games that I played. As me, anime, like, I'm not really familiar with it so much, too much, right? But I know very little of it. So yeah, NieR Automata, that's number 5. And number 4 is SpiderMan PS4. SpiderMan 2018 PS4, right? So from, this is the 2018 SpiderMan. SpiderMan PS4, I tell you, like, this is probably the best, in my opinion, the best adaptation of Spider-Man. It's very, like, it holds a very true, like, to, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. And as well, the combat is very fun. The questing, the side questing, so much goes well together. And the mechanics in the fluent web slinging, right, is very fun. Web slinging is fun. Webbing up enemies are fun. You have various types of variants, like a webbing, right? So the web bomb, the spider drone, right? You have the web, the web, the webbing, good for acro control, right? And yeah, Spider-Man 2018 is a blast, and with the newest one coming out like around the corner, right? And near the end of this year, I can't wait for that one. But Spider-Man 2018, that's my number 4. The next one is going to be Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. This is Hot Pursuit 3 Remastered, so this is the remastered, right? So the original PS3 one, right? And it's that game and everything in it. So it's everything like in, like from that game, the DLCs, etc., the extra packs, the multiplayer, etc. A remastered Need for Speed Hot Pursuit that remastered is a very fun, extremely fun experience with the super realistic driving, the soundtrack as well, fast pace, the various classes, like, from the regular class to the mid class to the exotic class, etc., to the hyper rare classes, right, of cars. Tons of challenges, lots of events, lots of content, like in this game. Lots of content, time trials, races, police races. No, sorry, police chases where you play as cop or play as a racer, right? And yeah, it's just a fun. And then there's multiplayer as well. There is multiplayer. Multiplayer, like, is a whole different game in itself, right? But yeah, it's very fun. Really, really, really fun. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remastered, and this is Hot Pursuit 3, by the way, the 2010 one. This is my number 3. Number 2 is Red Dead 2, right? And Red Dead Redemption 2, I talked a lot about this game, a whole lot. But Red Dead 2, with it being like a realistic, from a story perspective, it's one of the best Western, right, dramas ever. Like, like, I know it's a video game, but the story wise in the game is very well done. From the accents to the realism, like in the characters, right, to the NPCs, to the challenges, to the struggles, like, of the characters, right? And yeah, it just feels extremely real. And as well, the immersion. This is one of the most immersive games I've ever played. Red Dead 2, very, like, oh my god, this is so impressive. The open world, the amount of things that you can do in the open world, right? To, main challenges, hunting animals, finding mysteries, finding Easter eggs, right? Doing side missions, bounty hunting, so many things in the game. And as well, there's multiplayer as well. And now, for me, I didn't really enjoy the multiplayer, but the single player raises the game so high. It's so well done. The single players are so well done here. And Red Dead 2, right? Graphically beautiful game, visually a very beautiful game, right? And as well, yeah, the character Arthur Morgan, so well done, and the story, like with the story being so well told, like so well told, it feels like an actual real experience playing the game, and the game immersion in how the mechanics, you move very slow, right? You move very slow. The shooting is not, sometimes are not the best, but man, it's just so impressive. They do such a good job with the overall game and the story. So much of it complements each other. So Red Dead 2, that's the number 2. On to number 1. One is going to be God of War 2018. My favorite PS4 game, God of War 2018, because really, a 2018, playing this game, before this game came out, I was not expecting not to like it, because they did like a reimagining of the gameplay, so it's no longer, like a third person action of, no, like a third person hack and slash type game. This game though is very amazing to the journey from, start to middle to finish. It's just so well done. Like God of War 2018 is just so well done in the journey, right? Fighting enemies, the mechanics is so well done, right? The story as well, the story, father and son, the struggles that they have to go through, right? The upgrades that you get like in the game, right? The combat, the questing, the side questing. It's like a semi-open world. It's not fully an open world, but it's like a semi-open world. But man, I tell you, this is super fun. Playing this game, why is number 1? I want to play more and more and more of it. They just keep you. Santa Monica keeps me so immersed into this journey, right? This Norse mythology, mythos journey, right? And so much lore in the world, lots of lore, Lore, tons of lore in the world to keep you invested, right? Learning new, secrets behind the world. But yeah, a God of War 2018 is a blast, and end game challenges as well, side missions, collectibles, tons of things later. As well, new game plus, right? And boss fights, there's extra boss fights at the end of the game. Yeah, this game has a lot going for it.